Going back to the
all round, but Governor has come in to fill his space, looking for the fight, and Crashies is the one to win it, as the rest of the
even scenario. Kayak in a solid position, but somewhat isolated. It doesn't seem to matter though. Two quick and easy picks, and with Batu already dangerously low, a smoke and a nade to try and run through. This is looking like a done deal. No hope, it seems, for the Clutch Meister and
teams currently going into this game. I think that's what makes it so genuinely interesting. From a prep perspective,
a quote-unquote bonus round.
Back into the salvo, barely holding on to life is Kayak, but with the showstopper online, 3 HP, you're not likely to use it in a 5v2 turn, 5v1. Definitely not the time to
confidence going. When they get the economy to back them as well, they can put on an absolute masterclass.
Seems like for this round we may already be there. Solid flash, but the shot's just not enough. Crassy's position is so aggressive, it's not expected by Avova.
No. And now we're in a
economic advantage they have over Apeks.
The stun was good, but the shot's not. That has been a struggle. There's one at least, but here comes Alpha to lock it in. Now, will they get the op out of Governor's hands?
Careful.
Watching here.
How much does Kayak have?
That one's free. Okay. Fluorescent's not missing that shot. I would have bet my house on it.
I got the spike.
For Alpha. He's no Avova. He is up against.
Even going to put the lockdown in. Don't mind it. It's going to force them into an awkward position. Cycle those ultimates back from this stage. Batu should be screwed and eventually. Dimensional Drift Rolling Thunder, but when you're in a 3 versus 5, the gamble doesn't seem worth the risk. They know the Kayak's here. They heard a bullet or two connect, and the response is there. Not bad from Batu. That pulls out the Viper's Pit. Right? Well, this has turned into a tsunami and their opponents are getting washed away.
Yeah, and hoping to flood back in here, perhaps a chance. 2 players with 2 picks. We've not seen them with this level of an advantage since that ult from Governor, and again, he is the difference maker, but Crashies on the late lurk. Kayak with another. The defuse underway, though! And by a front. Again, opening the door to B, trying to drag rotates and dropping Boaster. Okay, a good start. Malzy, even in for another. That's him, I think, tripling his kills already. A confidence builder with a third! And it's Alphayer.
Cario should have removed Malzy from action. That's at least one, and somehow Malzy has found one more. Maybe there's some hope.
They've gotten overeager going in for those final but door open. They'll be making their way to the B site, relatively undefended. It's players that can be pushed back by low as well, and Chronicle with the pressure on him, players all around. He's the only one on the site. They're now trying to wrap up and get Heaven control, but it's halfway diffused already from Apeks. Pressure very much on, and Chronicle, oh, it's Alpha in fact covering him, bailing him out of those first fights, and he will finish out of that wall. Fnatic have already given away their positions. Now for Fnatic, 3 pistols coming into this round. Kayak went down early. It's Alpha and Crashies who are really packing a punch, and some risks can be taken from the rest of the squad. They want to be careful not to lose too many as well. The barrel was spotted. Luckily, the player was spotted just after. And so now a 4v2 with 1 on 7 HP with a Bulldog. There is a showstopper, but if it's put...
Walk straight into an opponent. The problem, though, Governor maybe not realizing what sort of round they're in.
Late to the party, picks up a few anyways, and it's Boaster to do it all, running about, scared of players in the elbow, but it's a risk, and it might not pay off here. It got dicey, but Crashies has bailed him out of a bad situation. Kayak up close, 30 HP, and he's got a vote. Perfect for Governor to strike, but on the side of B, they're not getting quite so lucky. Already, you can see Fnatic will be able to get that plant.
Starting to tick down, starting to get very late. These close corners causing issues. 8 seconds for them to get that spike down, but they've done it with a few seconds to spare.
Around on A, he'll be way too late to the party, but if he goes back to Heaven now, a perfectly timed flank possible. Already though, Apeks flooding into the site.
Lovely.
Double pick from Fluorescence Nade. Well, Chronicle better hurry up. It's only Kayak left, and position given away. Governor with the...
He can catch Alpha. This pick could be everything. Having Heaven control could be huge, but they left Chronicle behind. Another piece exactly the same, and now Alpha pounces as well. Similarly to Lotus, just leaving it to be lost, and 2 players have actually been caught by the seas. Potentially going to go for a little bit more here. Yeah, sure, it's only pistols, but this is incredibly dangerous. It's been found. Oh, Batu tagged up. A lot of additional damage, chance for an individual fight, but doesn't know where the remainder is of Governor, who will get the timing spot on. That's the opener that they needed. Chronicle, it was a potential opportunity, but the fight's not quite going their way, or at least they won. A quick pick. Alfia not going to clear, and because of that, that double.
Of the decoys saving the day. Pistols flooding back through. Don't give Chronicle the opportunities. We know he'll connect them, and another one found with Fluorescent on 5-8. User trying to. The grab well comes into play. Avova buying more time as Heaven has now seized the sprays in the smoke are good. And it's only one Boaster on the step. Winning the battle of the Astras. The B site seems open for business. They certainly think it is, but Kayak's rotated in early, and a double.
Enough.
Nice, say that.
Boaster's still here. He's picked up Fluorescent, waiting for them to come out of the smoke, but the Bulldog doesn't have that much of a bite this time. Whoa, that's a little risky. The jump peek from Batu, but he gets out unscathed. Crashy's falling, and everything has come crashing down for Fnatic. The lead that was theirs for oh so long.
And that's the round pretty much done and dusted from there. Really nicely done from Apeks.
I want to ask you this, because I think that, obviously, as casters, Fluorescent to find anything. And while with seconds left, an attempt, well, a risky attempt to try and deny the spike. That was all that was really...
At least landing one before falling. They might think that he was solo on this side. They're certainly not aware of Chronicle. They're not looking, and that's a big mistake. He only gets one for his trouble, though. An underwhelming performance considering it is Chronicle up there, given the... Bova's in no man's land. Crashies is on the flank as well. He's on his way up and not even needed. Kayak puts Molsey to bed. And Avova, well, the element a wall before we get there. Kayak, one is all he's good for. And a flurry of frags for Apeks. They're right back in the game. Well, talked about if they get to another OT. Oh, the coach.
I feel like we can't even really question it at this stage when it goes down to those last few seconds and it never seems to go wrong.
Except for that plant on Lotus, but yeah.
With the C's, and that's exactly, he's thrown the C's, he's slowed them all down. That could be the perfect piece. Utility as Kayak comes up.
And I hope that you don't need more.